We're with Wheaton head coach Mike Schauer and Aston Francis following tonight's victory against Marietta in the Division III tournament. Coach Schauer, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, a couple things. I mean, we struggled much of the night. They are so good, and we had a hard time finding a way to stop them. I don't know how much time was left when we got down 14, but we kind of started to make not desperate moves, but moves to put smaller lineup on the floor, put offense on the floor, and just see if we could sort of outgun them. And I thought our guys did a great job of just staying patient. You know, in a couple timeouts, I said two things. I said, one, a 10-point lead against them is more like a 4 to 6 point lead because of the pace of play. And I said, just give us a shot to win. Fight right now to make sure we have a possession to win it. And then the other thing to say is, I don't even know what to say. He finishes with 62, and what I said last night about Aston is two things. One, people don't see the amount of work he puts in. I see it, and it's ridiculous. It's an immense amount of work. This doesn't happen. He told me after the game he missed a similar shot to the two he made against Augustana at our place, and he practiced that shot hundreds of times so that the next time he had it, he would make it. And that's just a lot of work. And secondly, he actually told me in a timeout, he just said, don't worry, I got this. It was about 2 minutes left to go in the game. He just said, I got this. And I've just never been around a kid with that level of self-confidence in those moments.
Aston, talk about that final shot. Obviously, you had experience with that in the past, and what were your thoughts as it was occurring tonight?
Yeah, so they had been trying to force me to the middle all night, and we called just an ISO play the possession before, and went left and stepped back. So I thought they would be expecting that, and then like Coach said, Augie at our place, we were down 2. I had that same shot going right, stepping back, and left it short. And so Mike Winiewiecki actually went with me to the back gym after that game, and we worked on that and made 100, so it wouldn't happen again. So I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Thanks for Coach for calling the play.
And I made the mistake at Augie. We sent a second defender. We actually did a ball screen against Augie, which brought another defender. Tonight we just left him alone on the wing. And when he's alone and isolated like that, in those moments it's hard to go double him because you're up by 1. You don't want to go double him and risk that you give up a layup. And so to just isolate them, it's tough. And if he's going to make that one, it's just a difficult. I don't know what you tell your kid. He played pretty good D, and it was just better offense.
Did you see something tonight, Aston, defensively, or particularly early? You were red hot. Did you see something defensively, or were you just feeling in the zone tonight? Or
yeah, started off just teammates hit really good screens, and I got a couple easy ones just coming off screens and kind of got a rhythm going. And then definitely, I just saw 37 shots. There were definitely some moments in the game and some periods in the game where I could tell I was forcing a little bit. Because I did feel good, but was definitely forcing. But
I think when we play teams that haven't seen us, it's hard to convince your team of what he's going to do. And all I can tell you is when you see it, somebody like Ray Giovanni, who is as good a defensive coach as he is, and they're as good defensively this year and historically as you're going to find. In crucial situations, go to a junk defense to stop him. That tells you something. He's not like other guys, and if you've almost got to sell out. And I thought last night we did such a great job of finding other guys, and then tonight, obviously, if you're going to play him one-on-one, it's risky.
The whole team contributed in this win. What were some other contributions tonight you were impressed with?
We had so many good contributions tonight. Something that gets lost a little bit is, obviously Aston's special and sensational offensively, but we're not a one-man band, even though the numbers suggest we are, and offensively at times we are. I thought Luke Anthony's offense was significant. We continue to go to Luke a lot of times when we need a big basket, and he hit a couple tonight as well. I thought Ye was really good defensively. I extended those guys' minutes, kept them on the floor a long time. Jay Spencer, Kobe Eichelberger. We were without Spencer Peterson tonight, so we went further down the bench than normal. His Tyler buddy, Trevor Gunter, is not healthy and is just giving everything he has in every moment he can. And that stuff matters, right? People watch that. Kids watch that. Players watch that. And you see a kid that's sacrificing that much for a chance to advance to a Final Four. It's pretty special. It's as equally special to me as what he did. It's just in a different context.
You've been in the program a long time, Coach. Talk about what this means for you, for the program, to reach this accomplishment for the first time in program history.
I get a little emotional here because I've been around Wheaton a long time. And we were not very good when I got here as a player. Dave will tell you, we were not very good, which is why I got to play. And
I'm going to dispute that. He's a little better than he's giving himself credit for.
You know, to be here and know Coach Fund, you know, I always tell people I was fortunate to know the 5 men who preceded me. I got to know Coach Corey right at the end of his life, at the beginning of my playing career, and then obviously knew Coach Fund really well. I've actually been texting with Coach Helm a bunch this week because Zach Quam is his grandson, so Coach Helm has been giving us encouragement. I obviously remain close to Bill Harbeck and Bill Harris, and those are the men I think about as I sit here and we're back and we're in a Final Four for the first time as a Division III program. There's a lot of men who invested deeply into my life, and I tell these guys all the time, I still see what I see myself as is not the Wheaton basketball coach. I sort of feel like I'm holding the seat for Lee Fund and Bill Harris and those guys, to be honest. I see myself in that jersey. I still see myself as a player, and that's what matters to me. I walk into this building and I still see myself playing against Abin Cooper and you know, those guys, Kirk Anderson and those guys. That's what I see. So it just means a ton to be here, and I'm thankful for the guys who have, you know, kind of brought me along for the ride a little bit.